Welcome to your post-Christmas edition of Convoy Conspiracies, episode 11, in which we discuss something I don't know what I'm going to discuss yet. But we're picking up a job here. Let's take care of that first. Going to be running into Switzerland, I believe, today. Looks like some kind of railroad equipment. Yeah, something to do with a train. Alright, well, let's get it loaded. Whoa. Okay. We are all hooked up. So yeah, let's take a look here. We got train undercarriage going to Geneva, Switzerland, and we're starting out. Always takes so Verona, Italy. Okay, so let's get going. Got 637 kilometers to go. And oh yeah, I didn't check the tonnage on this. 20 tons. Alright, that's not too bad. Shouldn't have any problems pulling that. Let's get out of Verona. Which I took a look at Verona yesterday on Wander, or Google Street View, basically. Pretty interesting little Italian town you never hear much about. I'd sure like to visit it one day. Found some of those towers I saw yesterday coming in.
Ready to turn left. Turn left.
Okay, hold on. Watch your horses. Okay, so we are in good shape. Truck is in good condition.
Get ready to turn
Freshly rested. Ready for the day.
Turn left.
Yeah, that tower over there, that's what I looked up on Google Street View. Very interesting design. And speaking of architecture, something I haven't approached here before, but architecture, or the buildings that we have in use today throughout the world, are telltale signs of a previous generation. And you may think I'm crazy for saying that, but I assure you I'm not. Yes. Structures that most major cities are central to most major cities, or actually have lots of indicators that they were built by a previous civilization. Much more advanced civilization. The Tartarians are whoever. We don't know yet. I don't know yet. It's a giant puzzle. But what is beginning to become apparent is that around the mid-1800s was when most major cities got their start. There was usually massive, impressive structures built by a small group of settlers or gold miners or something like that. Whoa, what the? Okay. Why did my camera view switch? Whew. So you can go look it up yourself if you happen to watch this. You don't have to take my word for it. There's lots of videos out there on YouTube still before they get deleted by the communist overlords. There's lots of discussion about this, and of course you can always go to BitChute after YouTube totally cleanses itself of any dissension from the mainstream narrative. But yeah, there's a guy, John Levi. Look him up. Jonlevi. John Levi. There's UAP. There's Conspiracies Are Us. And others. You know, there's a whole aspect of modern history that is simply being ignored by the conventional educational system. The most telling of these would be, I believe it was the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, which I've watched the documentary on that, which I would recommend you watch as well if you want to start delving into this subject. Let's check the map here. We're going to be passing through Milan and traveling through. Golly, this guy doesn't want to let me in. Okay, that's fun. Thank you. Almost clipped that guy, but... Alright, speed limit stays 80 for trucks. Isn't that nice? But you see a lot of the old pictures from the 1800s. You see masses of people, either all children or all adults. It's strange how it seems to work. And they're standing in muddy streets around these massive buildings that are gargantuan in scale. Something that this group of people would be totally incapable of producing with their horse-drawn carts and buggies and a ladder leaning against the building here and there. It's referred to as ye olde ladder lean. But yeah, this is a side of conspiracy theories that has surfaced recently that many people will scoff at. But it's something that is deserving of your attention and is deserving of more research and more critical analysis. What the heck? Okay. I think some kind of issues here. Don't want to wreck the truck. Okay, so... Okay, I think we're good. Just have some flighty camera action going on. Let me see here. Let me get over here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why in the world? What is going on? Okay. I don't know what's going on, but it's freaking me out. Don't have good tracking, apparently. We'll see if we can make the run. Anyway. But it's something that you should definitely consider looking into. I first was dismissive of it, of what is referred to as the mud flood. That there was obviously a flood. A lot of these buildings have lower levels, windows that are half of a window protruding through the street. You've seen that, I'm sure many of you have. Torino ahead. Okay. Get back up to speed here. What was that? Some kind of deduction? Probably a loan installment. Okay. For instance, at the World's Fair, there were all kinds of technologies on display. Enough electricity was used there. I believe it was several times what the actual city of Chicago was using just to run the World's Fair. The buildings that comprised the World's Fair were stupendous, huge. Feats of modern architecture. And they were constructed ostensibly, supposedly, within the course of about 2 years on the grounds of a swamp, a reclaimed swamp.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I've got an exit coming up here.
Exit right.
Signal is good. Whoa.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Whoa.
Exit now.
What's the speed limit on here? 70. Heading west. Now towards the north. Still 70. Not sure what's going on here. Interesting mountain up ahead. I wonder what that's called. Piedmont. We're in Piedmont, Italy, I guess. I don't think we've crossed a border yet. Okay, let's get back to... right. Back in your lane. Let's get around here. Whoa! You see the lean on that? Wow. Wow, this is dangerous. Could overturn on me. Get back in the truck. Don't want that to overturn. That would be a disaster. There was a moving walkway, like a giant escalator. People would get off at the dock on board their electric boats. Electric power, portable electric technology back in 1893. Who would have figured? But it existed. It existed. A giant moving walkway, the largest building in the world.
Get ready to turn
Forget
left.
what it was called, but it had acres and acres of floor space, almost a mile long, if my recollection serves me correctly. Sorry, guys. That's a rather beautiful Italian countryside here. This is why I took this trip. I chose this route. Don't want to repeat my... don't want to cover the same ground if I can avoid it. I'm just enjoying this huge global map for ETS2. At some point I'll make my way over to Brazil. Don't want to get too lost there without seeing... I'm really trying to get over to Russian open spaces, so after this job I'm going to be looking to go north from Switzerland. Okay, we're still sitting at 70 here. All right. Let's check our map. 325 remaining. We're passing with Turin to the south. Off in that direction is Turin, which would be the other direction probably on the game. There was a machinery hall that powered the whole thing with electric engines that apparently the technology on these things was lost. There were, I'm trying to remember, each state and each country that participated in the World's Fair had their own structure built, unique structure. Some of them were massive, grandiose.
Right.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to very carefully maneuver through here. I don't like taking detours if I can help it. Okay, so let's position ourselves here. That doesn't look good. Let's see what happens to these mirrors. Wow, they magically went through each other. Okay. Looks like I'm gaming the system here. Okay, we're making it through. Made it through the roadblock, guys. Always try to do that. One of these NPC truck drove. Whoa, what the heck? What are they doing over there? Okay. Anyway, we got open road ahead of us. No traffic whatsoever. That's always the beauty of working your way through a roadblock. I may take some detours next time, but for now, I haven't been down this road before, so... Oh my gosh! It didn't open the gate. Are you kidding me? Oh, there it goes. I gotta get close enough to it. I was about to say. Alright, we are heading into the mountains. Switzerland, here we come. Looks like we'll be taking a southern turn here for a bit. Ooh, what's the speed limit out here? Okay. 84 it is. Did we damage the truck at all? No. Looks like we're good. But yeah, Gene Wilder is the starring narrator in the documentary on the 1893 World's Fair. So it's definitely worth a watch. But You know, it's not just Chicago, it's all over the world. These types of structures popping up that just shouldn't be there. The official stories are absolutely ludicrous. So what exactly happened? Well, it looks like children were shipped in to repopulate certain areas. That's what it looks like. Why? Well, it's all about control and money, power. It's a lot of money that can be made off of charging people for property and taxes and all of that, so forth and so on. So it is about money and power. But I believe that all of it will be revealed in the last days. Every single plot that has been hidden from man, from the common man, will be uncovered. And the people who perpetrated it, the elites, you might say, the royal bloodlines, will become a hiss and a byword in the future. That is the future that lies ahead for them. But for now, they remain in power. Okay. Okay, speed limit is 70. And we are leaving the Turin area. Don't really see what's ahead here. Just a lot of mountainous terrain, looks like. Only 200 kilometers remaining. Got a convoy going here. Another toll booth. Is this Switzerland? Okay, we gotta get in the right lane. Okay. Start of the toll road. Hello. But a lot of the materials and the photographs and whatnot that has led people, researchers, down this path have been released just recently. So this is what you would call cutting edge thought on antiquity, on ancient issues, and problems, and narratives, and actual history that we don't know about. The actual events that actually occurred versus what we've been told. I've adopted the mindset that I don't accept anything that cannot be objectively verified, with the exception perhaps of the scriptures. But I believe that the scriptures can be objectively verified by means of the spiritual tools which are often overlooked and dismissed and laughed at by atheists, but are embraced and even bred into people by the Luciferians and the evil groups that control this world. So there is a spiritual side, but robbing mankind of its spiritual power seems to be a central strategy of the elite. Boy, tunnel after tunnel through the mountains. Now, let's check our map. Still don't see anything ahead. Just looks like we've got some weaving through the mountains to do here for a bit. And then we'll get to... where was it? Geneva, Switzerland. I wonder what this trip was like before the roads and tunnels. Must have been why Switzerland was so hard to invade. These mountains. They were able to remain free, neutral of the power blocks that formed. To their great benefit, it seems. And it is 5:39 p.m. and truck simulator time. Sun is beginning to set. Lyon. That's in France. Beautiful sunset. And so Geneva, Bern, ahead.
Keep right.
We must be in Switzerland now. Don't know where we crossed the border exactly, but... oh no, this way. We're bearing right. Okay. Right, so speed limit has increased to 80. Let's get up to speed. We're still staying in 10th gear here. Between 74 and 84. 70 and 80. You can go 4 miles over in this game and not get tickets. Let's see some, okay. Break up the monotony here a bit. Oh. My sleep alarm going off. Whoa. We're at a border. Maybe this is the Swiss border. Yeah, it looks like sleep is catching up with us here. It's only 6:30. Got too early of a start. Gotta finish this job quick. 62 kilometers. Rastori, Rasi. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Boy, I wish I could shut that alarm off. That means it's almost the end of our journey. Hopefully you feel inclined to look into some of these topics. The world of conspiracy is truly unlimited. Is it all true? Probably not. But compared to the mainstream alternatives, you have a much better chance of following along lines of thought that are genuine in their questioning and critical in their reasoning. Don't be afraid to delve in that direction, because the status quo leads nowhere but to oppression, to a spell being cast over you. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a spell almost. Jeez, are we gonna make it here? Tracking is really suffering. Okay, we are almost to Geneva. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it. Just through this last tunnel and we're basically there. 26 kilometers to go.
Keep right.
Let's get this job finished.
Exit right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Right, we are in the red zone here. Getting tired. Speed limit is 50. Welcome to Geneva. Geneva discovered.
Get ready to turn right.
We're going to be turning right, and then left, and then we'll be there.
Turn right, and then turn left.
Oh, this tracking. It's going crazy. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see if we can finish this job.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
I don't know, guys.
It's all over now.
Where do they want this? Okay, just back it in right there. You cannot skip parking. That's half the game. But with this tracking issue, might have to. Oh my gosh. Trailer is way off to the side there. Okay. Looks like we're good, even though I went way over the line there. All right, well, thanks for coming along on the trip. I've enjoyed the discussion and look forward to talking to you next time, episode 12. Sayonara.